Thank you, Connie. Are you on, Patricia Gall?
Yes, I am on. Am I live?
Well,
yes, you are.
Yes, Patricia is the producer of Visions of the Universal Humanity as well as the director of the foundation, and she is holding the space for all of us, aren't you, Patricia?
I sure am. All thousands and thousands of you.
So thank you, Patricia and Connie, for all your support for us, and Stephen, all your team as well.
Wonderful. Well, so what I want to do next is we want to do a little bit of sampling of the kinds of ways that people can engage in this interactive course. And so let's take 5 minutes where we have some questions from the audience of you, Barbara. Then we can do 5 minutes of an example of a co-creativity, spontaneous co-creativity with somebody. But first, okay, if you have a question for Barbara, why don't you just hit 1 on your keypad right now, and we'll take a couple at random and try to be succinct since we don't have a lot of time tonight. So if you can, how about we have Anne, you're live.
What is Ming?
Ming. Ming.
It's a social networking site. It's like a miniature Facebook, if you will.
Is that something we'll be on when I'm signed up for the course, and we'll get instruction on that?
Yes, you'll get instruction on that.
Okay.
Thanks, Anne.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, again, 1 if you have questions. Katie, you're live.
Hi. I noticed when you brought up the law of attraction to what you want to give, immediately, well, not even immediately, but it's growing now as I read it again because I took note of it. Does that mean that if I'm a healer, I bring sick people to me? If I am volunteer at a homeless shelter, there'll be more homeless? Do you know what I mean?
No. I think it means if you're a healer, that what you want to give is your healing love. So you will be able to give that even more fully and more completely to others. And you will be feeling the joy of giving the healing because it's being given with more power and potency.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Like when we go to the co-creator section, I'm going to ask people what it is they want to give. And then we'll see, it's not just my project, but it's deeper than that. Just like you say healing, then there may be a specific person that you're healing or a specific group, but the healing energy is what you want to give as it's possible to give it.
Thank you. I feel the deepness of that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Katie. How about a question from Sam?
Hi. I was wondering if you were thinking about maybe running for the next election, Barbara. And I really think the idea of the peace movement as that after our new president, it might be very appropriate at this time. Or maybe you would have a predecessor that you might want to put in your place that could do your job.
I really want that peace room on internet, the peace room as sophisticated as a war room, and my actual work is to create a synergy engine, which is a new version of the peace room, to map, track, and connect what's working. Daryl, are you on the phone? Daryl Laham?
Daryl, if you could hit 2 if you're on the phone, since there's a lot we'd have to...
If you're on the phone, Daryl, say hi. Are you on?
We'd have to mic him, so that's why I said. If you're
never mind. Okay, well, he may be on the phone. He may be on the phone, but what I want you to know is my intention is to create that peace room function we now call the Synergy Engine and present it to President Obama in the Rose Garden of the White House as the gift of the people. You see, the system at the top can't do it. It's oppositional.
Right.
It can't do it. So somebody told me if the Dalai Lama was president, he couldn't do it. So certainly
But your peace movement is a very good idea, and I think we've all been struggling. I know I've been struggling with all my life to make it a better world.
Right. So what I think would be peace through co-creation is a peace room on internet so that all of us who are working in this direction would be more easily connected and see that we are the emerging world. It's called synergistic convergence. Nature is a hierarchy of synergies. from single cell to multi-cell to animal. Look, we are trillions of cells in our bodies, each of us. Nature wants to facilitate greater connectivity, but our systems are separate and top-down, whether it be universities or organized religions or global corporations. Look at that. Or nation-states. So the Internet and social networking and synergistic convergence of people creating, I believe, is the next system that's emerging, and that the elected officials will eventually be supported by the evolution of the new systems, and they will do a much smaller part than they're now doing.
Mhm. But they will come along, you think?
Yes, they will, or they won't be elected.
I
like that.
I like that.
I've had synergistic convergence events. For example, years ago, the mayor of Los Angeles we built wheels like health, education, governance, and he was sitting in the government section. And he said, you know what, we can't govern anymore because everyone is trying to be oppositional and get the attention through opposing. And then the media was picking up people who oppose each other. So he said, I think we should have one of these wheels outside of every city hall, so that the people had to talk with each other before they got to the mayor or the governor. So I've talked to Stephen about this a lot, that if we want to have peace, we have to have social synergy built in.
Right, somewhere behind all the protesters in all the cities.
Mm-hmm. Rather than the protesters, you want to convene the creators.
Right.
Great. Well, thank you, Sam. Thank you for that. Why don't we do a quick taste of co-creativity next, Barbara? And
all right.
I'll take one of the people who already have their hands up since they already. So,
okay.
Michaela, we're going to mic you. Michaela, would you be willing to be our co-creativity example?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Is that
okay, Michaela? What is your yearning to give? What are you most attracted to give?
Well, I would say healing, spiritual and emotional healing.
So how are you giving it in the way that is most fulfilling and powerful, Michaela?
Well, right now I am directing a suicide prevention crisis line, but I am open to other methodologies.
I see. So if there are people on this line who have other methodologies of healing and are interested in how to support each other, the co-creators call will open the lines. And you might just ask, Stephen, if there's anybody on the line who would like to say something about this to Michaela.
Sure. If you have something to share, just hit 3, and we can choose and connect that with Michaela's sharing. Here we go. How about we have Edna? You can share.
Hello, and thank you so much. I would like to share healing through music and art, getting people involved in letting their creation through music and art kind of help people how that flows from them. It seems like a lot of music and art is stuck in people, and so I'd like to help them, just feel a little freer to express through art and use that as a healing modality.
That's very beautiful. Now, Michaela, have you tried anything using the arts this way?
For myself personally and with other groups, but not necessarily with people who are suicidal or depressed right now.
Well, that may be, in an extreme situation. It may not be. But I think the expression of your creativity through any form of art, music, dance, painting, or simply communicating with each other is healing. And so part of the co-creativity would be joining the creative essence of the different people who are in this course to share with each other and how to be more effective in giving that. And we'll work together on that, and we'll have our coaches to help us. And I hope that you will communicate with each other on the Ning site, N-I-N-G, and that will be the experiment. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you.
Beautiful.